Yes, good evening everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is DTRS session, Daily Takkar Rapid Series. So daily we are discussing 10 MCQs based on the current affairs of the day. And today's lead topic is Kawasaki Disease. अब तक हमें Kawasaki एक बाइक का नाम ही पता होगा, बाइक कंपनी का, but you should know that for UPSC examination, such kind of, let's say, diseases from science and technology perspective they can ask. So Kawasaki disease, it was in news. So first MCQ we will discuss from this topic and other 9 MCQs based on 9 relevant topics of the day. So before that, let me also tell you the detailed explanation of all these MCQs is attached in the description of this video. You can download it later and read it later. Also, we are compiling these MCQs as 200 MCQ magazine called as DTRS magazine. It is available on subscription basis at Lukmaan IAS website. So it is also being made available in Hindi लैंग्वेज. ठीक है, तो जो हिंदी मीडियम चॉइस करने वाले जो हमारे यूपीएससी के एस्पायरेंट्स हैं, तो उनके लिए भी एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी कि आप क्वालिटी करंट अफेयर्स बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, राइट. So before that, daily we are also discussing one quotation that is helping us to prepare for mains examination papers like essay paper, ethics paper. ठीक है, तो yes, today's quote is by Rabindranath Tagore. So what he is trying to say through this quote: everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create capacity to receive it. Very famous quotation, and truly said, we can say that everything comes to us that belongs to us if we have or create the capacity to receive it. Now many a times what happens is our mind is filled with thoughts, emotions, and we can say that because of, let's say, such kind of thoughts and emotions, what happens is our capacity to receive the knowledge we are talking, capacity to receive knowledge, skills is reduced. Now what he is trying to communicate, everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Now how that capacity is created? Capacity, largely we talk from the aptitude plus right attitude. We can create through this. Although aptitude is inborn, many times the people do not understand what is their aptitude. And that's why many times they end up with some kind of mediocre, let's say, profession or the job they are doing. So that is also, we can say, one concern. Everything comes to us, belongs to us if we create the capacity to it. So we need to understand our aptitude, our skill set, and we need to brush up that skill set. We have to enhance that skill set, that one. And second is positive attitude that we should have, the lifelong learning attitude. If we say that I know everything, then that person will not receive anything in future. ठीक है, उनको लगता है कि अगर बहुत सारे लोगों को ईगो होता है कि ठीक है तुम मुझे क्या सिखाओगे, मुझे सब पता है. Those people will not be able to receive further knowledge, further information. Why? Because their mind is not ready to accept that, ready to take up that. So we need to create that capacity in our mind. There is very famous saying that empty your cup. ठीक है, तो empty your cup मतलब क्या होता है? एक चाइनीज सेइंग है. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली empty your cup मतलब आपके माइंड में जो भी थॉट्स चल रहे हैं उनको रिमूव करो, so that you are able to concentrate on what is at present you are working on. ठीक है, तो आपका जो जॉब है या आप जो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं उसके लिए you need to empty your cup. So whatever the thoughts that are going on, let's say घर पे क्या चल रहा है, दोस्त क्या कर रहा है, सब चीजें जो है आपने रिमूव करनी चाहिए, so that you are able to grasp the knowledge, the information that you are going to get after reading your books. So this is what everything comes that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Capacity is created in our mind. ठीक है, तो ये वाला चीज आपको समझना है. एंड यू कैन गिव सम एग्जांपल्स लाइक दिस. एंड द ग्रेट पर्सनालिटीज हैव बेसिकली वर्कड अ लॉट ऑन दिस. ठीक है, तो Capacity to receive it, so like humble people. So great personalities, they are very humble. They are very, let's say, they have humility in their personality. ठीक है, so that they are ready to learn. ठीक है, lifelong learning जिसको मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ready to change, ready to let's say accept their mistakes, their weaknesses and work on them. Capacity to receive it. ठीक है, तो इन चीजों पे बात करनी है. Fine. So before starting the session, some announcements. Yes, Takkar year-long test series program. Although some students may have joined in May batch, June batch and August batch, but the new batch is going to start from 5th October and there will be number of tests, 121 tests for prelims and mains together. Before we can say that your interview program, and this program also includes your interview guidance program, IGP. So we can say that this is going to have the holistic preparation of your all three stages of your examination. Go through the plan that is available at Lukmaan IAS website and then you can join this batch. Then the innovative program, mains intensive guidance program, MIGP, is going to start from 23rd of September and it is intensive preparation of your mains. By the end of December, it will be a kind of revision and ready-made notes that, let's say short notes will be made available to all of you in the classroom by the faculties, and that is going to enhance your mains preparation. After prelims, you should focus on answer writing only, giving tests. So this is going to help you a lot. It is also having the 8 sectional tests and 4 full-length PYQ mock tests. All right. These are the 10 topics of the day. Let's solve these MCQs one by one in detail. So first MCQ is on Kawasaki disease. So recently some doctors in Bangalore had, let's say, said that after second wave of COVID-19, or let's say this particular pandemic that we witnessed, some of the children had developed the symptoms of Kawasaki disease. Okay, that's why it is in news. What is this? This is basically a kind of disease in children, especially under 5. Under age 5. And it is basically disease related to swelling of blood vessels, inflammation of blood vessels. And that may lead to, we can say, some complications in the heart. ठीक है, acquired heart disease हम बोल सकते हैं. It is not acquired liver disease, it is acquired heart disease because of inflammation of blood vessels. So this is, we can say, characterized by prolonged fever, rash, inflammation. That is true. First and second is the correct. We have to identify the correct statement. So 1 and 2 only, that is A, is the correct answer regarding Kawasaki disease. Fine. So we can expect questions like this. Now let's talk about the next. Yes, recently the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi visited India. So India UAE relations got boost. So India recently signed a civil nuclear energy agreement with which of the following country? That is UAE. Along with that, some of the other, let's say, MOUs, memorandum of understandings and agreements were signed, especially focusing on energy security. Especially focusing on energy security, like supply of natural gas. Supply of natural gas. So remember this, A is the correct answer. From mains perspective, go through the other agreements that are signed between India and UAE. Okay? All right. Now, copper production in India. Every year UPSC asks one question related to resources and its reserves, its production, and we can say that exports and imports from India. So regarding copper, so copper is the mineral that we are not self-sufficient, we are very much import dependent. So we have to identify the correct statement. India is the 5th largest copper producer in the world. Now this is factually incorrect. India is the 30th in rank. 30th. So highest reserves are there in Chile, producer also. Okay, so this is incorrect. India's major copper ore reserves found in Bihar, Jharkhand and Odisha. So this is again incorrect. Not Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha. Rather, the major ores are there in MP, Balaghat. Some of them in Rajasthan, Jhunjhunu. Okay, Rajasthan. Some of them are in Maharashtra. ठीक है, उड़ीसा में भी है कुछ, कोरापुट एंड कालांडी, जो सदर्न पार्ट में हम बोलेंगे कि बिहार और झारखंड में नहीं है. Copper ore production in India has increased in the financial year 2024 from the previous year. Now this is factually correct. So only one statement is correct here. So A is the correct answer. ठीक है, Yes, good. Now moving on. Yes, so there was a very good photograph in the Hindu newspaper today regarding the bioluminescence that was observed in one of the water body in Sweden. So bioluminescence, yes, as the name suggests, luminescence and biological. So in the body part of microorganism, that is algae, there is some kind of chemical reaction, and that leads to luminescence effect, a chemical reaction that happens within the body. It is a kind of chemoluminescence, we can say that. In algae, that can be indicator of pollution of water body. This is correct. Why? Because the algae react to certain kind of excess amount of nutrients, or let's say nutrients, like for example, high nitrogen and phosphorus concentration due to fertilizer runoff can cause high algal growth. Now see, both statements are independently correct. But the second statement is talking about the growth of the algae. It is not talking about the pollution indicator as such. Okay, it is in general statement about the algal growth, and that leads to algal blooms, or we can say eutrophication phenomenon of water bodies. So both statements are independently correct, and B is the correct answer. That's why. Okay, fine. So this photograph was there, right? Moving on. Now Galia Bay. So recently the central government has notified Galia Bay as a major port. Now earlier there were 13 major ports. Now this is going to be the 14th major port once it is constructed, and it is being developed as international container transshipment port. This is correct. It is located in South Andaman. Now this is incorrect. Galia Bay is located where? Great Nicobar Island. Okay, so this is factually incorrect. It has been designated as sea turtle nesting site. This is correct, we can say, and that's why there is environmental concern that the nesting site will be affected, and also deforestation. The endemic species are like they are like Malapar pod is there. So unka jo habitat hai Galia Bay and that region, that is going to get affected, negative impact. So these two statements are correct here. So answer would be B, right? Okay, moving on. Yes, Nidhi program, National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations program. So it is talking about the innovations. So somehow it is related to startups, nurturing startups, supporting and scaling innovations. This is correct. But it is not by Ministry of Education, rather it is Department of Science and Technology. So this is incorrect. Yes, some of the components, key components like Nidhi Prayas, Nidhi Accelerator. So there are many other components also. Some of them Nidhi Prayas and Nidhi Accelerator. So there will be basically the financial support and the incubation of all these startups which have some promising future. So second and third statement is correct. So answer would be B. So B is the correct answer. Yes, Abhishek. So you want to meet Ansari sir in Lukmaan IAS, so contact the Lukmaan IAS, we can say inquiry office. So you may be having inquiry number, so contact inquiry office. They will communicate to you about it. Okay, all right. Now regarding the Onam Festival, okay, we have to identify incorrect statements here. Okay, incorrect statements. Onam Festival. So yes, at present Onam Festival festivities are going on, and we know that it is the major festival of Kerala, Onam, and yes, it is harvest festival. Now the festival commemorates the Vamana avatar of Shiva. So this is incorrect. No, the Vamana avatar of Lord Vishnu. Okay, so second statement is incorrect. So that's why answer will be 2 only. B is the correct answer. Onam festivities. Okay, all right. Now regarding this particular species, Curcuma ungmensis. What is this? Basically it is the recently found rhizomatous herb whose genre is best known for being turmeric. So it is kind of, let's say, wild turmeric species found recently in Nagaland, one of the village of Nagaland, and that name of the village is given to this name of species, Ungme, village name, Nagaland. ठीक है, so D is the correct answer, turmeric species. All right, moving on to 9th question. Yes, recently it was in news. What is it? Responsible use of artificial intelligence in military domain. So UN have launched this realm to shape global norms on the responsible use of. So it is not initiative of UN. This is incorrect. Basically, it is the initiative of all the countries. So we intergovernmental, and we can say that the other non-governmental private companies, they are coming together for this responsible use of AI in military domain. The world's first international summit on this realm was held in Hague, Netherlands. Now this is true. We can say that this is correct. Now, India was an active participant in the summit and condemned the use of AI in war. This is incorrect. India did not participate, and at present, India is basically, let's say, playing the role of wait and watch as the things will evolve in the role of AI in the war. ठीक है, तो ये जो डिबेट हो रहा है उसके ऊपर अभी इंडिया इज नॉट एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेटिंग. So correct statement is only one, that is B. So 2 only. Okay, 2 only is the correct answer. All right, and the last question for the day. So this Paraguay river was in news. We have to identify the correct statement. Paraguay river, South America, that is, we can say that tributary of Amazon in the. This is incorrect. No, Paraguay river moves to the south. So Paraguay river, then the Paraná river is coming, then they are merging, then there is, we can say that it is meeting the Uruguay river, and Paraná river is an important river that meets Uruguay river and then drains into the Atlantic Ocean as Rio de Plata basin. It is basically the end part of the river Rio de Plata, and that enters into, we can say that, Atlantic Ocean, southern Atlantic Ocean. So this is correct. First one is incorrect. Rio Grande River drains into Gulf of Mexico. That is true. Rio Grande forms the boundary between, let's say, US and Mexico, and then enters into Mexico and drains into Gulf of Mexico. So 2 statements are correct here. So B is the correct answer. And this is how 10 MCQs of the day completes. Any question related to them? ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखिए Rio Grande forming the boundary between Mexico and US. ठीक है, तो then it drains into, we can say that, Atlantic Ocean. You can see here the Paraguay river coming like this, then the Paraná river is meeting, then it is moving like this. This is the Uruguay river, and then there is small, let's say, patch, or we can say stretch of Rio de Plata entering into Atlantic Ocean. यहाँ पे देखिए Rio de Plata जो दिखाया हुआ है. All right. Lastly, the mains test series at Lukmaan IAS for GS, it is going to start from 6th October. Total 12 tests, 8 sectional, 4 mock. Then ethics test series is going to start from the 3rd October. Total 7 tests, 4 sectional, 3 mocks. And essay test series is going to start from 4th October at 4 sectional and 3 mock tests. Okay, so you can join the test series, complete your mains answer writing before your preparation of prelims for 2025. Okay, let us stop there. Fine. Okay.